Hello, and welcome back to some Pauper gameplay. This is Alex Ullman. I'm playing Murasa Black, and looks like we're up against Diego Brando, who I know from my Discord and Reddit account, Reddit things. They tend to play Stompy, so let's just wish him good luck. But they also have been known to play Tron. So, that being said, no matter what, I'm going to mulligan this hand. It just doesn't do enough. It doesn't have enough action, so I'm going to mulligan. With this deck, you tend to mulligan pretty aggressively. I'm going to keep this. This is a solid hand to keep. And then I'm probably going to bottom a Jungle Hollow, just because I don't think I can afford to have too many lands enter the battlefield tapped early. And we're going to start with this. That first hand was a little tough to keep, just because it did not do enough. Even against a Stompy deck, it simply kind of sat there and hoped that they didn't have, what is that card? Savage Swipe. But again, looks like we made a decent call. Looks like they are on Stompy. This is actually fine because they didn't do something on turn 2, although now I'm going to be worried that they have the Burning Tree Emissary draw, which is very likely. Yep, here comes Burning Tree Emissary, which is why I'm very happy I have Crypt Rats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to fetch a Swamp. Riverboa. Okay, that's actually not the worst case scenario. By fetching a Swamp, it maximizes my chance of being able to handle most of their things once I get more lands down. But Wickerbow, not the worst, but we're going to play this. It's probably going to die to Savage Swipe, which I'm prepared for. Duress is not great here, but if I get to untap, I should be able to play it. Oh, here comes a... Is this a... Okay, that's not the worst. Actually, that's really not the worst at all. What I can do here is block, unearth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block, I'm going to unearth. I've saved a bunch of life. I get to Duress here, and if I draw a land, I can take that off and be in pretty good shape in 2 turns. Pulse Murasa is not bad, so let's start with Unearth, see what my options are. Unearth draws me Jungle Hollow, perfect. Play that tapped, and then let's see what they have in hand. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. It's not great for me. But what this does is I know what I'm up against. Next turn, I get to take out the Elephant Guide. This is what they have. Let's actually hide the game log. So let's see. What are they attacking with? If they attack with everything... Okay. Yeah, I think I just have to block here because I can't really risk the Pit Skulk getting big. That being said, it's possible they drew Hunger of the Howl Pack, which would be very bad for me, especially if they put it on a Ledge Walker. Although it looks like they might have drawn another Burning Tree. Nope, just Pit Skulk. So that's gone. Yeah. This is absolutely fine. I'm setting this up for a situation where I can kind of blow them out with the Crypt Rats off the once I have it. Not bad at all, actually. So this puts them in a very awkward situation where they don't have any really good attacks. I know they have 2 Ledge Walkers in hand. I have access to Crypt Rats with a whole bunch of backup. I don't love our spot here. It's tenuous at best, but I don't hate it either. Okay, let's see what they're going for. So they just cast Savage Swipe on their... Okay, so Riverboa... Okay. Oh, okay. That was smart. That was very, very smart. I did not realize that's how it would work. Regardless, I like our situation because let's see, what happens now? Okay. Um... Don't hate our situation? What blows us out here? So I'm stacking this, so what I really want them to not have is a Hunger of the Howl pack. If they have it, I kind of screwed myself, but doesn't look like they do. So this is great. I know 2 of the cards in hand, 2 Ledgewalkers. I get to unearth next turn. What costs 3? Oh, Nest Invader. This is great. This is really kind of just the best for me. Yeah, let's unearth the Crypt Rats. And just blow up everything. And then next turn I get to get back the Crypt Rats with my Pulse. And this game's basically, like, it's going to be tough for them to come back. They're going to be top decking. I get back Crypt Rats. And yeah, okay. I'm just going to Crypt Rats for max value here. Just because there isn't, like, at this point I'm ahead on life. And I'm not really worried about anything they do. Because half their deck right now is air. Half their deck is pump spells. So, are they considering the scoop? No. Okay. So, let's see. What does this draw me? Churning Rats would be really good here. Putrid Leech is fine. So, I now have 2 threats to their 0. And, yeah, let's see what they try to do. Having Chainer's Edict backup is really good in this situation. Okay, what do they have? Ranger? And Scoop. Okay. There really was not much they could do in that situation. I kind of had the perfect answers to all their stuff. Shinobi is not great here. Neither is Thorn. I really do not want to even give him a chance at more cards. Twin Silk is fine, but their best situation with it is Vault Scourge, which they might be taking out anyway because I have Wickerbow Elder, so let's cut that. I want 2 copies of Moment's Peace, just because they can't really deal with anything like that. Excuse me. Don't love 2 copies of Edict here, just because of things like Nest Invader. But let's do that. Let's do a Tragic Slip. Let's cut all the Duresses. Duress isn't great here, especially on the draw. And let's just add removal. And, let's see, what's better? Twin Silk or Weather the Storm? Twin Silk blocks. So does Thorn. Just do Twin Silk. It's a creature, it blocks. This hand's not great, but it does let me block a lot early and often, and it has Moment's Peace as a backup. So I'm inclined to keep, even if it's not the best. Got a lot better right there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fetch a Swamp. Again, I know I'm giving away free information with... That is fine. I'll be giving away free information with the Putrid Leeches, or rather with the, when I play Far's next turn 4 Putrid Leech. But my goal here is to survive... Ooh. Okay, so... what that tells me is they have a hand with 3s. What's probably going to happen next turn is they're going to untap, play a... What's that card? Elephant Guide? Oh, okay, that's absolutely fine. So you have a 5/3. I think I have an Elephant Guide in my future. No? What's this? Epic Confrontation, +1/+2. Okay, that's fine. I'll lose this. That's absolutely fine. I'm taking 6. I go to 10. They don't have a spell. I think I can actually risk Chittering Rats here. Again, to buy time. Denies them a draw, denies them a land. Let's see what they have. Hunger, sure. But I left my edicts in, which is good. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's attack. See, the problem is now I can't easily, what is it? I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Now I have to hope they don't untap that, because if they do, I lose. Yeah, no, I just completely blanked on how cards get cast. That was a dumb punt. That is fine. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's bring in... No, we don't even need this. I'm still happy with how things are. If I wasn't such a moron, maybe I, Don't play an autopilot, folks. Let's leave it at that. This hand is great. This hand is great because I get to stop their turn 1 play, which saves me a decent amount of life. I then get to play Chittering Rats, which will absorb some blows, and then potentially Crypt Rats. Oh, and the fact that I'm taking out Nettle Sentinel is even better. The only thing that might change my plan here is if I draw a Deadweight. Because what I'm going to do, if I draw a Deadweight, I'll bog them. Otherwise, I'll just play the Swamp. And Edict. Let's see. Okay. So, Tragic Slip, not the worst, but not something I want right now. It's something I'm going to want in a few turns when I can double up. But if they play a Quirion Ranger or a River Boa, that's kind of ideal. So let's see, what do they do here? That tells me they only have 1 land? Huh. Interesting. So this is interesting. I think the play here is actually Tragic Slip that, and then pass the turn. And the reason I say that is they are clearly light on lands. And I'd rather turn off their opportunity, especially if I follow up with Chittering Rats, to deny them mana. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, this is actually going to work out really well for us. Even better now, because I get to Chittering Rats, deny them another land drop, bog them, and potentially, if I draw a land, untap with 2, a board wipe, basically. Now, Savage Swipe does kind of ruin my day, but I don't know if they'd keep a hand with 1 land Savage Swipe. The alternative is actually, I probably should have cast that first Moment's Peace, because it kind of shuts off this play. If it is Savage Swipe, yeah. Yeah, by casting the Moment's Peace, I would have stranded the Savage Swipe by not giving them a 2-power creature. And also denying them a draw step. That's fine. This is actually just going to make the next time I'm able to cast Crypt Rats that much better. Fine. Let's see what you got. I'm not in any real danger. Actually, yeah, let's do this. Again, not in any danger of losing the damage race anytime soon. Let's see, they almost certainly have Hunger of the Howl Pack here. So let's see if I get... no, let's just actually burn this. Let's not do anything. There's an opportunity to burn the Moment's Peace, but they almost certainly have Hunger of the Howl Pack. Let's see, do I attack? No, what I want to do is actually lure them into playing the Hunger. I want to get them to overextend, so I have to consider attacking here, but I shouldn't attack, because I want to double block them and then try to blow them out with Moment's Peace, and then Crypt Rats. And Phyrexian Ranger gives me the best chance of drawing a land. So let's see. Play this a little looser than I would have liked. I really should have cast that first Moment's Peace. If I cast that first Moment's Peace, the entire texture of this game changes, because then they don't have access to Savage Swipe for the +2/+2. So my guess is they're waiting to see... They're considering the Hunger right now on the 2/2. And my guess is they're doing that because they want to see... Let's just do this now. I want to get as much land drops as I can, so let's get a Swamp. And let's pass the turn. Because if they have Hunger here... I have the Moment's Peace to back up, and then I can play the Crypt Rats and really be in pretty good shape. And we can see the Tragic Slip on the Quirion Ranger was pretty important. They almost certainly have the Hunger, they're just debating whether or not they want to play into open mana. Or they're double queuing in the challenge, which is also a possibility right now. Right now I'm playing this on a Sunday afternoon, and I believe this player is in the Pauper challenge, which is happening right now, and should be in round 2 or 3. So let's see what they're doing. Okay, they might not have anything. Okay, so what we're going to do actually is double block. Oh, that is interesting. So now, they do nothing. So I'm actually going to play this before combat, and here's why. This will force them to do anything, like if they have any tricks with Hunger or anything like that, it's going to force them to do it after combat. So, by doing it this way, I get to kind of control the pace of play. And because I have the Moment's Pieces, the 2 copies of Moment's Peace, it's going to be very hard for them to deal the final bits of combat damage to me. So let's see. Let's block. And let's cast Moment's Peace. Now, it's going to be interesting if they... Is this Savage Swipe? Rancor. That is absolutely fine. So first thing, let's attack with both of these. And we're getting to the point where I can end the game with a Crypt Rats activation. I actually should have attacked with the Crypt Rats too. That was a mistake on my part. Attacking with Crypt Rats buys me all sorts of time. So you get to watch me make so many punts on video. Happens. And to be fair, even with all these mistakes, my draw's been pretty good this game. And so, I'm not... even if I played Optimum, I'm not sure I edge out that much. I've definitely made two mistakes. The first was not casting that Moment's Peace when I had the open mana. Because, again, it turned on the Savage Swipe and kind of allowed them to do... allowed my opponent to do stuff this game. The other was right here not attacking with Crypt Rats. Again, there's no reason... They know I have the Moment's Peace in the graveyard. They know I'm probably going to cast it next... And, they know the writing's on the wall. And that's that. So, that's it. We'll be back in a few minutes for game round 2.